All right then, guys. Well, welcome. Um, it's been a while, to be fair, because we did the last session we did was Thunder Thursday, and then because of my work, I wasn't able to do a technical Tuesday. So today is going to be a little bit different, as we already said before. Today will be the first technical Thursday. Amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of like it always could have been like this, but it never was. Um, we have been doing a lot of technical Tuesdays on spending time on syllabus in IFK, and today on technical Thursday we will use the time for first dan Shodan syllabus, and going to do it a little bit different today than what we normally do because there's 14 techniques and well, some of them are repetition, but hey, I think you guys will have fun with this. Aaron?
Yes, I think it will be a good time. Yeah, so we're going to just mess Bernardo up a little bit for his grading. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, so, some of the techniques are obviously going to be a bit difficult maybe for the lower grades, but hopefully we cater well enough in describing how to do them. Any questions? Wesley hasn't said it, so I will put them in the chat down the bottom because you're all on silent. And that's about it, right? Are you starting off today? Because you start off on Thursdays.
No way. Technical days are yours. Technical days are yours. You're very strong to do that. That's not gonna happen, man.
It's a Thursday. I didn't want to take your
Yeah,
shine.
but you demand people come for you. So
I don't think that is the case. I think they just come for a glimmer of she and Janine. That's
yeah.
all they're here for. Yeah.
Look, you see Damon saying that.
Even Damon's like, yeah, I'm here for Janine. See, we know.
But you can surprise her.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get going. The same protocol will apply. I'll do a technique, and then Wesley will choose a random technique. We probably know where Wesley's going first of all. So let's get going on this. Cool. So we're going to start off with Morote Kake Uke. Okay, for me. So we're coming here and around, which is one of the two blocks within the syllabus. Obviously, we've had Kakuyoke, Shito Uchi Uke as well. So they're very similar in the way that they're delivered, but they're thrown from three different areas. Obviously, Kakuyoke comes from the hip, Morote Kakuyoke from the shoulder, and Shito Uchi Uke from the ear. So please make sure that you know the difference between them three, because a lot of people, they tend to do a couple of them from the same area, but they are from three different locations, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the hook first, coming around from the shoulder, hook around. Remember, try to make sure that it does hook a little bit. Don't just go straight plain round. We want it to hook out and then back ever so slightly. Not as much as what we will do with a normal Kakuyoke, but we do want this to come around and then go through. Yeah, okay, cool. No problem. Sorry, there was just a message there. Okay, so we're just going to start off with the first hand. Remember, with Kakuyoke, we start with the palm up. With Morote Kakuyoke, the palm is already facing down as it comes around. Okay, so we're going to go 10, 10, and then we're going to add on from there. Okay, so from the shoulder, making sure that, again, we're parallel to the ground, into the shoulder, not under the shoulder, up, and then hook around, making sure that we're not deviating this hand here. Nice straight line here, but it curves off from the wrist to the side. Okay? So let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chu. And the other arm. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Ish. Ach. Ki. Chu. Okay, so we've got this movement. Now remember, ordinarily with a single arm technique, the arms would have a 45-degree angle on them. When we do Marotte blocks, the shoulders become square. Okay, so we need to remember that. Now what we don't want to do is keep these arms square and just do this. Much like we did exactly the same with Marotte Shodan way back when now. We need to make sure that we angle and then bring it back square. So we're using core muscles to develop the power, and it's not just going to be the arm that takes this block. Okay, so as we're coming through here, we want to activate these lax muscles, core muscles here, rotate across, and then coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to hold the hand here. We're going to angle, bring back square, angle, bring back square, angle, bring back square. Okay, because this is where we're going to end up with the end result. Okay, and then we're going to add the technique all together, slowly, fast, and then moving over to Wesley. Okay, so in position, let's angle, square, just 10. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ki, chi, avra. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ki, chi. Excellent. And just relax. Okay. So now we're going to be putting it all together. Okay. As we come in, we're going to angle this body, push around from the core, elbow goes first. Rotate round, and don't forget we want a slight hook on this technique. Remember, don't be Wesley and Darren, be a handshake, nice tight fingers all the time, please. Okay, so let's do 5 on one, 5 on the other, then we've got 10, another 6 slowly, and then 10 fast. Okay, but I want to make sure that we're focusing on this angle close before we move on to alternate hands. Okay, right. So right hand out first. Remember, in line, just off line with the shoulder. Don't go too wide, don't go too narrow. We want to make sure we block this. Okay, ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ante. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Okay, now 6 alternate. Nice and easy. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk. Cool. And relax. Just one final thing. Normally, for Seiken, it would be on the muscle. The palm will still be on the muscle, and then your fingertip will finish around about where your wrist is. So please don't have the hand very low here. We want to make sure we're supporting the muscle, and then the fingertip will almost, stroke definitely, be close to your wrist. Okay? Right. 10 good ones, alternate, little drink if you want one, and then we'll pass over to Wesley. So left hand out first. Remember, use the core, making sure we drive through nice and fast each time. Ready? H, E, San, Shi, Go, Run, Ash, Ash, Get, Chi, Shi. And relax. Get yourself a quick drink. Over to Wesley for a jumping, spinning back kick.
Oh, yes, baby. Jumping, spinning back kick. I saw Damon already jumping around, so this must be he's ready. His muscles probably still warm from his little vacation at the Maldives. You know, he doesn't get cold there. Right then, guys. So today is a little bit different. So that's the reason why I'm gonna start off with a kick straight away. I'm gonna focus on Shisoku Kakegiri. There's two different types of kakegiris in this syllabus. There's one with kakato with the heel, and there's one with Shisoku, the ball of your feet. So we're gonna start off with the kakegiri Shisoku, and the reason we're gonna do this is because it's a pretty difficult technique, and especially for the people who haven't done a lot of clicker fights or non-contact fights. This is a very hard technique. The UK people, like the British people, the people from Wales, amazing at this kick because they do a lot of clicker, especially in the junior sections, and they actually have tournaments for this as well. So we're gonna focus a little bit on this. Yeah, cool. Right then. Well, we gotta warm up the legs and the hips a little bit. So please, guys, take it easy. We're gonna start with kakegiri Shodan. That's what we're gonna focus on. Also, remember, there's kakegiri with the heel, and there's kakegiri with the ball of the foot. And we're gonna focus on ball of the foot now. Yeah. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna circle in and circle out. Yeah. So we're gonna face the direction. The right leg is going to be in front, and we're going to do 10 on the right and then 10 on the left. And think about the circular movement you're going to make. So it's going to be 1 and back, 1 and back, 1 and back. Yeah, ready? One more, guys. So whatever you do with your hands, it's all okay. There we go. Itch. Ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, ash, ku, shia.
Shia.
Okay, only the knees, guys. Ready? Itch. Ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, ash, ku, shia.
Shia.
All right. Face forward and be strict to yourself, guys, because the only way to make this kick properly is to really open up the hips. So that's the reason I'd like you to put yourself on in a bit into gallery view, or maybe even pin yourself where you really see yourself doing the right things with the hips, because you have to open up your hip. You can't do the kick like this. Yeah, so please think about what we're gonna do. You're gonna, you guys can see my feet there. Twist the foot, open up the hip, come back. Twist the foot, open up the hip, come back. And we're still gonna focus only 10 times on the right leg, 10 times on the left leg. But be strict to yourself, guys. Be strict. Yeah, this is KRT. We love quality. We try to be quality for all of you guys, so be quality for yourself. Ready? Put yourself on gallery view or pin yourself for just this moment. Good. Right then. So, focus on yourself. 1, 2, and really open up the hips. Ready? 10 on the right. Good. There we go. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Shia.
One time, awate. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia.
Shia.
Okay, please unpin yourself so you got me in the screen again.
He's so vain, isn't he?
I just love to be in the spotlight. Yeah. This is something that's true. All right then. So next exercise, what we're going to do, you're going to bend the leg, and what we're going to focus on is the last bit of the kick. In and out. In and out. Yeah? So you're going to look at the target. You can see my target is over here. I'm going to be 1, back. 1, back. 1, back. And this is where the focus is in the kick. So after you've done everything right, the last little bit has to be right as well. Yeah? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep it over here. In and back. In and back. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. And then we're going to combine it all. It takes a little bit longer at a time, but I would like you guys to do it properly. Ready? 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Good? There we go. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. Mawate. Other side. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Dish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Shia.
Good. Okay, so to the sides, just to make it easy. Right leg, left leg, right, left, left leg. Both of them are Shodan. So you're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. The full kick. Think about the movement you make when you stand there. 1, 1. Make the full movement, the full range. Outside in, outside in. Ready? 10 times. Good. There we go. Ich. Ni. Think about the hips. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. All right. Last 10 alternate. Going forward. Really twisting your heels. Also, when you go forward, you gotta twist in nearly 180 degrees. Ready? There we go. Starting off with the right, right, left, right, left, right, left, 10 times. There we go. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. A little longer of time, but get yourself a quick little drink. Then we're going over to Mr. Stringer.
Okay, on to a combo nation right now. So what we're going to do is probably 2 techniques and then a combination, 2 techniques and a combination, just to flower out the syllabus a little bit. So Morote Kakuoke and Kakegeri Chusoku are the two techniques we've done so far. Okay, we're gonna adapt this because you can use this in knockdown, but I'm actually gonna do what Wesley said and actually perform it in a non-contact fighting version. Okay, so I am going to actually be doing the Kakegeri, Shusoku, and what I noticed with some of you on the side is we need to have this focal point. If you watched Wesley carefully, every time he hit, this focal point was at the center line here. It can't go past. You know, you can't be going all the way back here and then bring it back. That's a totally different kick. Shusoku has to stop at the target, come back. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make it really easy for ourselves, and we're going to almost go in like a taekwondo stance where we're going to be quite side on, so we don't have to do too much with the body. Okay. What we're going to do is we're not going to do the full morote here, but what we are going to do is we're going to hook, and then we're going to do a kakegeri afterwards. Hook. So we're going to either take the block or hook the block. Either way, as we're doing this, what we want to do is start to move in here, in, and then around. Okay, you can do Shodan or you can do Jordan. It's absolutely entirely up to you. But the most important thing is that when we're doing these kicks, either leg, to make sure that your target is here. Here's a friend I had earlier. What we're not looking for is, if this is my target to go through, we're looking at going around the target and then finishing off on the line. On the line. Okay? So we're going to be there, angle, in, round, back. Take the block. As we're taking the block, start to move, kake in. Chusoku, remember, Chusoku. So at the end, got a nice bend on the leg here. The knee will be on the outside of the target. We're always telling you the knee is the target on every other kick. Now, the knee finishes on the outside because, as Wesley said, we want this little tuck and pull, okay? One, knee on the outside, foot is the target. All understand? 10 on the left, 10 on the right, little drink, over to Wonder Wes, see what he's got to offer. Okay? Remember, give yourself a really good chance, open this stance so that we can really keep them hips, not too much work for the stiffer people. Okay? Shodan or Jordan is absolutely fine for all of us. Ready? Here we go. And change the legs. Same thing. It goes on the same wave as the block. Okay? Relax. Try and relax. Don't be so stiff in the hips. Okay? Click, click. 2 points, thank you. We hope. Yep.
Yeah, so I was trying to text this to only you. Did it terribly.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Off you go though with your combo.
Everybody knows the secret of today. But that's okay. That's okay. It's all cool. I'm going to do a combination as well. Then we're going to spin off to Darren. And it's probably not really a big secret anymore what he's going to work on. Still.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm going to make it a little bit harder. Obviously, we're going to use the Kakeuke as we did with Darren. So we're going to start off and I would love to be left leg in front. I'm gonna use the hook, the kakeuke, gyakuski, from out of this position, hit the low kick, and hit the Shodan kakegiri. So the hard part about it is to focus, get the focus there, 1, 2. So get the focus on the low kick, 1, 2. And still, guys, this is a Shusoku position. 1, 2. Yeah? Still gonna be focused on delivering a good technique, and then obviously, if you would like, you can go Kakato, but for now, the focus is on Shusoku. Ready? Slowly block Gyakuski, 1, 2. Yeah? 10 times on the left, 10 times on the right, or 10 times on the right, 10 times on the left. Over to Mr. Stringer. Come on, take. Good. Knee. Sun. Go. Rub. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shush. Shaba. Malate. Osh. Right. Osh. 1, 2, low, kake. Osh. Good. Come on, take. Osh. Ash. Nish. Sun. Sheesh. Gosh. Ruckles. Sish. Ash. Kush. Last one. Shush. Aisha. Good. Right then. Quick little drink, guys. Over to Darren. Good work, people, my people.
Be honest, who's rubbish on the left?
Huh?
Be honest, who's rubbish on the left?
I was actually surprisingly feeling surprisingly good on one side.
On one side? What about the other? Right. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to pick the other kick, which is the Kakato. Okay. Now, as Wesley's already said, Chusoku versus Kakato. Okay. Making sure we are with the heel. Now, obviously, this is probably more orientated around knockdown because it's a more damaging area. And what we want to make sure is that we are pulling this back more. Okay, don't have to put it all the way back. I personally like to. I like the full roll through here to come through. Other people, they're okay with the control and then back. I like to differentiate between the two and work on both variations, really. So, what we're going to do is we're going to work on we're going to work on using our hand as the target. Okay, now, ideally, if you had like a paddle or something else like that, it would probably help you out a little bit more. But because we're doing the kake, it's actually not too bad. So we're going to come out, hook, and we're going to work from here. Okay, so that arm's going to be out. The height is really irrelevant, wherever you feel comfortable. We're going to keep this nice open hip that Wesley's already started us off on, because the trouble with a lot of people is they all want to do the kick from here and then try and do this. It is impossible. You need to have extremely flexible hips to be able to do something like that. I'm quite flexible, but, you know, there are limits. Okay? So what we're working on is here, is we're working on bringing this leg up. We're going to come through. Now we can see that here's my line. Okay, I know you can't see my hand at the moment, but my line is now going through. Whereas with the Chusoku, it would be in line. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the hand just out to the side or to the front, depending on where you want to be going. Up, and then just hooking. Don't go too far past at the moment. Just touch the hand and then back. So you can see that your foot is going past the central line, therefore making contact. And then we're going to pull it back, so we've still got the control element at the moment. And then we're going to move on to the other version, which I like to do. Okay? So, whichever hand you want to start off with first, right hand out or left hand out. We've got 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then we're going to move on. Okay? I'm going to do it to the front here so we can all see. Ready? So, edge, out, touch, back. Knee, out, touch, back. Making sure it's with the heel. San, she, go, none of this. Rip, touch, back in. Ish, ish, good. Shoo, yeah. And the other arm out. Okay, exactly the same thing. Touch the arm, so it's just gone through the center line. Ready? Edge. E. San. She. Go. Rek. Ish. Ish. Good. Chew. Okay. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try and kick off the back leg. Okay, so we're just going to go open still. We need to making sure that, let me move this down a little bit so you can see the foot. As Wesley said, this is extremely important. Please don't leave it here thinking, I'm going to get it round. You're not. You're 100% not, okay? Maybe a couple of you might be close, but not many of you, okay? We need to make sure that when we open, this is where we're going to be. And now we're going to work on pulling it back and through this way, okay? So we can start off low, that's not a problem. We're coming from the back leg and we're learning to open the hips through, step back, okay? Open the hips through, step back, okay? I mean, if you've got room, you can keep going forward. That's down to the room you've got, but most people are in living rooms right now, so let's keep it simple. So, as you come through, much like you start off with a yokogiri, come out to the side, swing through, back down, in. Open, swing through, and what I'd like you to do now is actually swing through and looking at bringing the heel towards the buttock. Okay? 10 alternate. Right leg, left leg. Right leg, left leg. It will always be off the back leg. So I really want to make you work and open up that hip each time, making sure the technique is going forward, cut right across the center line, put it down, nice control, not a here. Okay? Around, in position. Around, in position. Okay? Let's go. Ready? Height is entirely up to you. Start low, build it up if you want. Okay, ready? Edge. Knee. San, open the hip. She, open the hip. Go. Rek. Ash. Ash. Hip. Chew. Yeah. Okay. And obviously this is going to get you used to going through more of a circular motion, which will probably help you with the other one, across between the two techniques here. Okay? Right. Let's try and do 10 really good now. Okay? So try and be just a little bit light, not so heavy on the starts, a little bit light, through, drive. Okay? Through, and really whip it through and cut it back, okay? 10, and then we're moving over to Wesley. Okay, ready? Ouch! yourself a tiny drink. Over to Wesley. Please remember the difference between those two kicks. Pull back, follow through. Okay? Over to you, Mr. Jansen.
Hello there again. Welcome to all. So, it's probably not a surprise. I'll do an arm now. Oh my God. And we just did a Karateka Hyoki, and we're going to do the next block, and that is an Osayoke. Very easy, also a very common technique you can use blocking in into actual knockdown fighting. A lot of the blocks and stuff are, you always have to change a lot about this, but to be fair, in Osayoke, you clearly do the same thing. We can go a little bit quicker on this. So we're just gonna stand over here, both arms are out. What you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your arm and drop your arm, yeah? So that is the length of what you're doing, yeah? We're gonna do 10 on this, yeah? Ready? And remember, be a henshi, not a Wesendaren, yeah? There we are. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, ash, ku, yeah. Yeah, you're thinking, oh my God, what are we doing there? Bring this down, and all we're doing now is we're twisting in our body, and you're going a little bit lower. So a little bit lower. Don't go all the way like this. You're standing over here, and you lower it a little bit, and you also twist yourself into 45 degrees. Ready? There we go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, ash, ku, shia, amate, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, ash, ku, shia. In Osayoke, when we do this into syllabus in the sequence, you are there and you drop yourself in a little bit. Yeah. So we're just going to do the full motion right now with the right arm going down, bring the left arm back, and go forward and twist yourself in. Os, you stand over here and only block like this, you're gonna get punched anyway or kicked. When you go twist yourself in, you can go out and do whatever you want. Yeah? So there we go. 5 on the right, 5 on the left, and then we will do 6 alternate but properly. Yeah? So we'll stand over there, 1, stand over there, 2, stuff like that. Yeah? Good. Ready? Only right. Migi. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, mawate. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Alrighty then. 6 times alternate. Stand over here. Left arm up. 1. Right arm up. 2. Left arm up. 3. 6 times. And then we're over to Darren. Yeah? Good then. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ragu. And now ready. Good.
You can go first. So I went first last time, didn't I, on the combination?
Yeah, that's all right. We're going over to Mr. Wesley Jansen, aka Catalyst Kicker. There we are. Good. All right then, guys. So we have done Osayoke, Kakegiri, Kakato. So what we're going to do is we're going to block the punch. Opponent will come in 1, 2. We're going to block the punch. I'm going to do Gyakuski, Staski. And now I'm going to do a Kakegiri, Kakato into the inside of the leg. Because I'm blocking 1, 2. I'm going to go into with the heel to the insides of the legs. And that's going to be painful if you do this properly. 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Over to Mr. Stringer. Ready? KRT. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Roku. Sish. Ash. Cool. Last one. Yeah. One more time. Good. Ready? Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Cool. Shit. Good. Quick little drink, guys. Over to Darren. And thanks for all the hard work. You're doing great.
I thought you were going to do something different.
Do you?
I thought you were going to do the Valerie kick.
I actually thought about this, but I thought this is, to be fair, this is pretty hard to do as well. And if you connect, it's annoying.
So, anyways, I am not a fan of myself doing the Valerie kick, so I'm not going to do it. Because I think it doesn't suit my body shape, really. But never mind. So what I am going to use is I'm going to use this as kind of it's not an actual technique to necessarily hurt someone, but it could be. It's more to break someone's balance, more so. Okay, and then to do something afterwards. Okay, so. What we are going to do is, as per earlier when I went here and then with the kake here, what we're going to do is we're going to go kyaku shitaski. We're going to open up the hips. We're going to drive through, and then we're going to use this as more of a hook this way to open up the legs. Okay, a couple of fighters used to use this to spread and then like do a knee. To the jaw. Kenny Jarvis was one. We've done it a couple of times. You have to be really careful not to want to grab in this way, like a few people like Kenny Jarvis have done. So we're going 1, 2, open, hit, knee through the center. Okay. Now we can use this as either a sweep, or we can use it to the shin or the calf and really cut in to that muscle or the shin bone. You have to be brave if you're going to go to the shin bone, of course. It's quite hard on some people, but the main element is we're looking at disturbing the person's balance. If we can get the back of the calf at the same time, excellent. Disturb the muscles behind, stop someone to kick with the shin afterwards. Okay, so we're going to be there. 1, 2, step through, in, and then a knee straight afterwards. Okay, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Little drink, back to me. Yeah. Okay? Right. Let's go. Ready? San. And it can be Shodan or Shodan with the knee. Shi. Go. Run. And the other leg. Yaku. Shtaski. Try to open here so we can create the room to do the technique. Yeah? And definitely don't step in the front. You're going to find that really difficult then. Okay? Let's go for it. Out! Tank! She! Help! Run! Ice! Ice! Head! She!
Aisha.
Yeah! Let's have a quick drink, and I'll be back.
Remember, guys, the hook you make in this combination, I'm gonna get a little bit of shine there. The hook you make in this combination can be really, really good for 1, 2 to really twist yourself around to open up the arms. When you go center and a long hook, so hit there, this is what's gonna happen to your opponent. Sweep the leg and get the full face plant with the knee. This is a really lovely combination. I love to do this. Thank you for this, Darren.
It's no problem. And people with really good length thighs, like Wesley, becomes very easy for people to kick you in the face. Okay. Right. So let's move on to the next technique. I am going to use Hato. Now don't forget we did Chunin Hato okay in the last grade, and the most important thing is that we keep this nice and in. I see so many people doing high toes like this. You're like, really? You hit a board like that? Probably going to break your thumb. Not going to be able to punch or do something afterwards. I'm okay with that, because if you're fighting me, it benefits me. Probably not going to do yourself much good though. Okay? Right, so we're going to do Hato Uchi Gedan. Okay? Now, it's a little bit different to the others. The others come around. This needs to go down and then up and then forward. And because we go up and forward, we just need to angle this hand ever so slightly. Unless you're fighting someone extremely tall, and then you're going to come right up underneath, chances are you're not going to be hitting like that. Okay, so we want to hit down and forward into that section rather than a big swing and then thinking like a chainsaw in reverse going all the way up. Okay, please think about this. It's coming down, up and forward, down, up and forward. Okay, forward being the last bit, angle here, making sure that we're hitting here and we're not going to be hitting with the fingertips. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on this bit towards the end. Don't worry too much about the height. If it comes up a little bit higher than the belt, that's not important right now. Okay, all we're looking to do is angle, use the power at the moment, up and then forward. Not all the way up here though, please. Okay, unless you're fighting someone like semi-shield, it's not worth it. If you are fighting semi-shield, it's probably better for you to run. Okay, so 10 on one, 10 on the other. Remember, fingers nice and tight. Thumb is a must. Okay, a must. Keep this in, even if you're a little bit open here, like me and Wes sometimes are. This has to be strong. Okay, so ready? 10 on the left first. Itch. 2, 3, 4, go, ruk, ish, ach, ke, chi. Okay, and the other. Okay, just a little angle, pushing, and making sure we're angling this hand down. Ready? H, ni, san, shi, do, ruk, ish, ach, ke, chi. Okay, right. So we're going to join that together, nice and easy and slow at the moment. So when the hand is back, it's still got the thumbs in position, much like if you were doing store, the thumb would be out. So please make sure we keep the hand in at the back, okay? So we're going to go through this slowly. It needs to come down first, drop, hook up slightly, and then forward ever so slightly at the end. Please don't be doing a big elaborate movement. Even all the other ones, they only come like a rota or a UB, they only come on a slight circular motion. Okay, please don't make like a whee, this kind of motion. Yeah, so nice and easy. Left hand out in front, nice and low. So we're looking for just below the belt if possible, just above the belt, in, going forward. Okay, ready? 10 alternate, nice and slowly. H, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ke, chi. Okay, and just relax. So now we've got 10, nice and fast. Okay, making sure that we snap this in. Good focus, even though it's coming up. Don't want to see any of this. Drive in each time. Okay, slight circle up, forward. Hypo. Okay, 10 good ones. Okay, what the hell is that? Up on my computer. Okay, ready? Let's go. H, D, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ish, go, chi, shi. Okay. Over to Wesley. Wonder what's coming next.
Yeah, this must be a big surprise. I'm going to take off the glasses because we're going to spin. Yes, people, we are going to spin.
Oh, yeah.
In this syllabus, there will be a Shiro Mawashigiri. We have obviously covered this a few times already in our fighting classes. But yeah, this is the first time we are going to do this into into this class, into technical stuff. The start of the technique is not much different from what we've done before, and the end of the technique is not much different as what we just did with me and Darren into the kakegiris. All you have to do is you got to combine this. You got to combine what we've done before and what we've done today, and it's not easy. So let's go into steps for this. Yeah. Good. So what we're gonna do now is obviously you gotta start off slowly and low. But we're gonna think about going forward and making the same kind of movement. But remember, when we twist in a bit, we still gonna kick at the same time as we do when we do this like this. Yeah? So just for the feeling, because a lot of people, when they go do the Shiro Mawashigiris, they're gonna pick up their feet already and they're gonna kick here already. So they're gonna start the kick over here. As soon as you're right where the target is, the kick is gone, you are gone, or when you actually connect this kick, it's rubbish. Yeah? So focus on when we twist, this is still the movement you're gonna make over there. And then you can really make use of the right technique. Yeah. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Only 10, and we're gonna do it without spin first. Yeah. So you're just gonna stand over here, twist it in, and 1. Twist it in, and 1. And you're gonna bring your knee kind of to the same line. Your right knee going to be in the same line as your left shoulder, and from there you will start the kick. Other way, from there you will start the kick. From there you will start the kick. Let's do this first, then I'll give you some other bits. There we go. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, ruku, sish, ash, ku, shia. Yeah. Right. So, obviously, when you keep your hips in the same way, you're gonna make the right move, but you might even be too far to connect. So if you keep the hips like this, I'm just gonna miss the target. So what I'm gonna do, and this is quite scary for a lot of people, is when I do this, I'm gonna kind of open up my hips and make my legs probably 20, 30 centimeters longer by doing this. Yeah? So we're gonna do the same thing right now. And it's okay if you make the kick, you're gonna end up there and bring it back. Make the kick and end up there. Try to go forward as far as you can. All right? 10 times. Left, right, or right, left, right, left. Yeah? Good. Edge. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Ruku. Sish. Ash. Ku. Aisha. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Hopefully, you're feeling what you're doing right there, because when you don't turn the hips, it's gonna be like this. Us, when you do turn the hips, it's gonna be like that. You see, there is a lot of space I win there. Us, what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna be left leg in front, 5 times on the right leg. I'm gonna twist, bring it into Nekwashidashi, and from here, really go forward into that Ushiro Mawashigiri. And this is the most important thing about the Ushiro Mawashigiri. The last bit of the kick, that's when you get that knockout. Don't already bring up your leg like this, because then you get a lot of these Ushiro Mawashigiris. Don't get me wrong, if you connect, you drop your opponent, all good. When you do this into your syllabus, or you want to do it the proper way, please don't do it like that. Yeah? Here we go. Left leg in front of my tape. Push. Here we go. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Last one. Go. Shia. Okay. Push. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Last one. Go. Shia. Good. Right. So before we go and do it fully, I just want to be focused a little bit. So think about, this is like a wall or something. When you do Ushiro Mawashigiri, don't start the kick already there. Please guys, start the kick over there. Because then, instead of touching there, you're gonna touch there. And I think probably the best video of this you can find, it's quite old, is Nick Da Costa KOing the Japanese guy on the World Tournament. I think it was 84 or 87. 87, I'm sorry, yeah. So that is a school role model of doing the Shiramawashi-kiri. What we're going to do right now, we're going to do 10. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. And try to be out of here, bringing your leg there, and make a Shiramawashi. So be in a Fudodachi position. Make it yourself hard. Os. There we go. Ready? Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia. Shia. Good. All right then. That was pretty awesome what I saw you guys doing there. I'm proud. Over to you, Mr. Stringer.
Isn't it you?
No. I think you should. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with the last combination. Yeah.
Okay. So we're obviously not going to use this because it's illegal. But what we're going to do is the same motion is very similar to a shitaski. Okay. So we're going to use a shitaski, little step back, Shiramawashi afterwards. Okay. So just think, the distance of your opponent hit a shitaski is quite short. You need to really work hard to get the kick here, and you'd have to have a reasonable amount of flexibility to get the leg up nice and quick. So one little step back, around and through. Okay. Remember what Wesley said. You still want to go forward. Okay. We're not staying here and then leaning back to make the kick fit the space. We're moving back to make sure that as soon as I land here, my weight then starts going forward and around. And I want the weight to go forward to chase that person's head. Okay? We're not going to do 10 because of the spin. What we're going to do is we're going to do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, over to the spin doctor next, where he's probably going to make us do some mad stuff. It wasn't me today, okay? It wasn't me. Okay? No, just kidding. Okay, so shitaski, a little step back, Shiramawashi, and remember what he said, don't pick this up too early. It's a lot of work. 1 in, spin, and then hook it round towards the end. Okay? Let's go, people. Ready? Edge! San! Go! Last one. Run! Shida! Other arm, right arm, round, left leg. Most people's bad legs, they start off really early, and then you get this movement cutting down. Try and get cut across, good height on the head. Okay? Right. Let's go. Eight. Last one. Give some a little drink. Over to Wesley. Man, I need a haircut.
The funny thing, it's got its own life, your hair. Every time
because I've not done anything. I've done nothing with it today. I've been at home, so I'm like, no hair stuff, no nothing. I look like a Beatles.
Pretty cool. Love it. All right then, guys. So, gonna use the same punch, but now you're actually going to stand toe to toe. So if my opponent will be standing in front left leg, I'll be standing in front right leg. So what I'm gonna do at this time, I'm gonna stand very close. I'm gonna do 1, 2. So up, up. I'm gonna use the front leg kakagiri. So what we just did with Darren, 1, 2, kakagiri, the shiramoshi out of the same leg. Yeah. Think about his or her left leg will be there. I'm gonna 1, 2, really break their stance a little bit, break away the legs, and smack the face. Us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Only 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Yeah. Good.
The front leg needs to swing through to the back, though, right?
Yeah. So right leg front. 1, 2, kakagiri back, shiramoshi. Right. Yeah?
Don't leave it in front.
Yeah, cool. Right then, guys. Are we ready? There we go. Toe to toe. Edge. Knee. Sun. She.
Sha.
Go.
Shia.
Okay. Other side.
Hey.
Good. Left leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Us. Ready? Here we go. Left leg in front. Knee. Stand. Sheesh. Last one. Go. Good. Quick little drink, guys. Over to Darren. I think it's going to be the sequence.
It is indeed.
Oh.
Perfect timing today.
Yeah, we are very much in time.
Very wise to do the one syllabus today. Okay. So, we didn't do Muroto Haitoichi, which is the one technique that we didn't cover, but it's fairly easy. It's just like the Haito, but both of them cutting across. So we have Muroto Haitoichi Jodan, Muroto Haitoichi Chudan, Haitoichi Jodan, Chudan, Gedan, Muroto Kakeuke, Osayuki, Kake Kakato Jodan, Kake Kakato Chudan, Kake Chusoku Jodan, Kake Chusoku Chudan. Then we've got Ishiro Moshi Jodan, Ishiro Moshi Chudan, and Ishiro Moshi Gidan after that. Now, there's a bit of a debate how you stand when you're doing the kicks. I stand in a Fudo position when I'm doing all the kicks. Wesley, I think you stand with your left leg, is it?
Yeah, I'm always left leg in front in all of the kicks.
Yeah, okay. End of the day, if you're doing the kicks pretty decently, it's not going to matter too much. I think Wesley's mum, I think she changes legs as she goes through the stances. Let's ask her now because she is very apt. Janine, how do you do them? Let's ask.
Unmute her. Yeah.
Oh, no, I've lost her. She's disappeared.
Oh, wait. Let me do this. I've asked you to unmute, Janine.
Can you see me?
Yeah, and here. That's good.
Yeah. I try and do it from Fujidachi, but actually I'm not flexible enough to do the Shiran Washigeris from Fujidachi. So I end up swapping stance a little bit. But I try and keep it, I don't make it a fighting stance or Zengsidachi. I try and keep it as close to Fujidachi as I can, but my legs automatically do go one in front.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. So as you can see, a few variations there. End of the day, we're not fussed which one you do, as long as you do the techniques correctly. The difficult bit about this is, especially if you're doing it from Fujidachi, as Shi and Janine said, there is a degree of flexibility that comes into play, because what happens is your kicks, they tend to peak out here rather than on the center line. And if you work on what Wesley was doing as part of the exercise, he was in a Fujidachi, he spins, comes through, and then swings through. You have a much, much, much better chance of success on those techniques than if you are going to swing the leg all the way around, because then that does take a lot of flexibility and a good deal of strength. Okay, please remember the differences between the kicks. Kake first, Chusoku next, Ishiro Mawashi first. Please don't make them all look the same on the first 4 kicks. Okay, come back, that and back, that and back. Okay,
Oh.
Right. I will announce the technique names in the first one by numbers. The second one I will just count. The third one will be Mogore and easy rate. Let's do a couple of these because we have got a little bit of time and we'll get used to being able to adapt between the techniques. Okay, and then because we have time, we'll do a few actually with good structure, good power, etc. Okay, so in we go. Ready? Sanshidachi. Yoi! Kate! Shia! Good. Okay. So, Moroto Hatuchi Jordan. H. Moroto Hatuchi Chudan. H. Hatuchi Jordan. H. Chudan. E. Gidan. San. Moroto Kakuyoke. H. And don't forget the body movement. Also, okay. Ash! Kake Gary Jordan. H! Read it through. Kake Gary Chudan. H! Kake Gary Chusoku Jordan. H! Make sure we have good focus. Chudan. H! Remember your position. Ishiro Mawashi Jordan. Edge, around, in, will give you a much better chance of success. Chudan, edge, twist, through. Get out, edge, twist, through, and back into Sanshindachi. We're going to do a few of them by numbers. I did say one, but we're going to do a few of them just to get used to those last kicks. Okay, please make sure that we are pivoting. Let me just help you out a little bit on them kicks. After you do so, we've got Jordan, Chudan, Jordan, Chudan. The first one, making sure that we're using like a kakigeri, a kakadachi rather, in the stance, to making sure that we can do half of the twist already. And then when we come round, it enables us to be in a Fujidachi position if that's how you want to stand. If you want to go into a fighting stance, perfect, no problems with that either, okay? But it will give you a better chance of success if you want to stay neutral, okay? Right, off we go by numbers. Ready? H, E, San, Shi, Yo, Rek, H, Ash, He, Ji, H, Ni, San, Shi, Shia. Okay, good. I can see a couple of you on the side, not too bad. Just watch the peak of those Ishiro Mawashis. Try and get them across to the center line. I'm going to put you all on gallery view.
I was just going to do that with me as well.
Great minds, eh? Okay, so we can focus on each other, and I can see you all a little bit better. Okay, by numbers again, nice and easy. Ready? H, E, San, She. Go. Rek. Ush. Ush. Ke. Chi. Uch. Ni. San. She. And back into Sanshindachi.
I must say, I just watched it by all of you, and this was subliminal. This was amazing. Very, very, very good work, guys. All of you. Amazing.
Good stuff. Comments from the spin doctor himself. Okay, ready? 2 more times by numbers, and then we'll ease into the Mogores with a couple, and then probably 1 or 2 properly to finish with. Okay, ready? H. Ni. San. She. Go. Rek. Ush. Ush. Ke. Chi. H. Ni. San. She. Here. Good. Fantastic. 1 more time by numbers. 1 more time. Okay. Ready? H. E. San. She. Ho. Rek. Ush. Ush. Ke. Chi. H. Ni. San. She.
Here.
Here. Okay, right. More gore this time. Nice and easy. There's no medals today and definitely no grades. We're not giving them out. Okay. Take it easy. Try and get a good flow between the technique. And the important bit is the transition. Okay. Not moving your feet too much around in between those kicks. Mainly is going to be the goal. Okay. So let's go through. Nice and easy. More gore. Okay. Ready? Hey! Here!
Take your time, guys. Please don't rush it. Rather have you to take the time a little bit and do the proper techniques instead of rushing it. Because to be fair, there's really no one who gets better from that. Yeah. So that's why I actually try to watch it, because a lot of people, especially when you go Mogore, they'll be like blasting them out. But stay focused.
Remember where the focus on them kicks are. Everything should be center line. Okay? 2 more times, more very relaxed, and then we got 1 or 2 good ones. Okay, ready? Hey!
Here.
Good. Not too bad. Couple of kicks to the side. Keep your focus. Make sure you spin the head. Use the elbow to come through on the Ishiro Mawashis if need be as well. Okay. 1 more time at a slow pace. Ready? Hey! Here. Okay. Now, although we're going to increase the speed of the techniques, please, 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 if you need the time between the techniques to steady yourself, which is mainly going to come for the kicks. We know where the problem areas are going to be. Okay, if you need the time, don't just rush through them all. Do the kick, get your balance, do the kick, get the balance. Individually, try and make the techniques good, fast, powerful. But if you need the time, make sure they're good rather than just finishing first. Okay? 2 times more gore, and I think we will be there for time. And hopefully everyone's clear on this. Ready? Let's go. I'll key eye on the items. Ready? Hey! Os! 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 Here! There's no problem if you are a bit slower. The lower grades, I expect you to be a lot slower. Okay, those that are unsure, I expect you to be a bit slower. Okay, the pace is just there as a guideline. It's not you must keep up. You must do the technique as the best you can. Okay, one more go, and then we're done. Well, ready? Hey! Os! 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 Sheer! Good, good. Nice. Good central line on a lot of them kicks. Well done. Nari! Well done. It's not easy once you start going up the ladder. Okay, naturally, the techniques get more difficult. Naturally, we ask more from you. But you have to ask more from yourself as well. Don't just go through the positions thinking, yeah, I'm spinning, they're okay. Look at where you hit, because when you hit the pad and you're going, I'm really not feeling that strong on the pad. The reason is because your basics is not where it quite needs to be at that point. Okay, make sure you rotate properly, swing the leg through and use all the mechanics. I think the very, very, very first KRT video me and Wesley did actually covered these kicks, I believe. So if you need a really good breakdown on how to do the basics and how to deliver them in fighting position, please check out, it was like what seems like years ago. It was like one of the very first KRT videos. It's only about 7 or 10 minutes long, so you don't have to watch the whole 2 hours like a session here. It was a tips and tricks video. So check it out, revisit it if you're having problems with it. If not, we hope to be seeing you kicking someone in the face very soon. Okay, Wesley?
Yeah, that would be lovely. A lot of oohs and ahs over there. So, yeah, guys, I have to say I'm quite impressed by all of you. Lower grades doing this stuff, knowing the way in only like, what is it, an hour and a half. So yeah, super work. Higher grades, standing here in line, perfectionizing their techniques. It's amazing. And what I saw at the end, that was really good. I actually taped it. The last one I used my phone to check you guys out because I'm that proud. It's really good what we saw there. So yeah, guys, keep doing what you're doing. I think today was very successful, especially how Darren and I focused on it to be. And just as what he just said, I think he's probably one of the best role models in this. Is when your basics are good, then you can do this into a fighting sequence. And so many people want to do like all those fancy kicks and stuff, but they don't want to work the kihon, they don't want to work the syllabus, they don't want to work the kata. And you have to, when you are getting at this level, you have to be very serious about all of these stuff. So yeah, was just amazing. I was looking at the time and thought, oh my God, we could have done this for another 90 minutes. So yeah, thanks guys. Remember, we only did one syllabus, so I'm quite pleased by how focused and good everyone did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Saturdays next, 2 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Dutch or European time. Probably going to be fun. If there's something you'd like to work on for that Super Saturday, please let us know, because obviously we've done a lot, but there's probably a lot we haven't done. Maybe even stuff Darren and myself would never think about, because there's like a certain type of way we fight, very flamboyant, very, easygoing. Yeah, if you want to work on something, let us know. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yep. And you can all unmute yourselves.
Great.
All right, Shodan. Cheers, Damon.
Really good. Nice to sharpen up. That's really helpful.
Well done,
Good.
guys. Amazing.
See you on Saturday. Can't wait.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Well done, guys.
Bye.
Great, guys. Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff.
For ages. Great.
Sorry?
I haven't done that syllabus for ages. So it's really
Yeah. That's the problem as well, is that, we're always focusing on the low grade stuff. We never get to work on this, and then we all complain that we aren't quite as good as what we should be.
No, I shouldn't want to get it to nobody good, so it's good to do them.
No worries.
Thank you.
Good, Iris. Thanks.
Thanks so much, guys. Really
Welcome.
appreciate it.
Well done, Mike.
No worries. Getting you ready for that for the third down, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Virtual.
Yeah. Thank you.
Virtual
Well
third. Yeah.
I want a virtual fourth time. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
See you. Cheers.
Catch you later, mate. Cheers, Veronica. Enjoy the pie. Not jealous at all.
Do it, thanks. Be thankful for what we have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries, Louise. Good to see you again.
Bye.
Bye.
This-
Well done, Iris. Oh,
Yeah.
already.
Thank you.